So you mean that for ladies, they consider their name like very private information?
I don't want it to take the first move, but I kind of took the first move. Okay. But yeah, secretly, yes.
Can you introduce yourself to the camera?
I'm Joanna, I'm from China.
Hi everyone, I'm Charles, I'm from the USA.
This is Jerry, I'm a Chinese teacher.
My name is Sophie, and I'm from France, from south of France.
So today we're gonna talk about this.
It's a long one, okay.
Yeah.
So, jian, zhong, qing.
一见钟情
Oh, very good, yes. 一见钟情. Do you know what does it mean? Can you guess? 一见钟情.
一见是
Yes, like when I look at you, 一见.
Means like as soon as you meet someone, and 钟情 means you have this romance, feelings, So 一见钟情, being love at first sight. Do you believe in 一见钟情?
Actually, I do, because it happened to my parents.
Oh, it did?
Yes, it did.
How did it work?
The story that, every year they told us is like they meet in April, so during the cherry blossom.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
Yes, and they just, meet, and 6 months later, they just get married.
Well, I haven't experienced it in a long time because I've been in a relationship for the last 4 years.
So you and your girlfriend's actually 一见钟情.
Yeah, I mean the first time I saw her, I thought she was very beautiful and wanted to...
Where did you guys meet?
We met at a friend's house at a party.
And you, do you believe in love at first sight, or?
I don't know, but I think, so when you say love, you like, like maybe the personality and everything, right? But that inner quality, it takes time to get to know that bit, right?
Of course.
So I would say maybe you can be attracted, but when it comes to love, I just say, not so fast. Okay, next one.
搭讪.
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 Okay, 搭讪.
搭讪 is like, imagine you're there and I just, come up to you and start to talk to you and we don't know each other. What are those pickup lines in like clubs in France? Yeah. What do people say?
Open question.
Open question.
Yes, it's more like, what are you doing here? Or are you with, is it your friend? And just try to be curious about the person.
Have you ever 搭讪 any men?
I can't think about it now. I guess I like to wait until men to take the first move.
Yeah, that's fair.
But sometimes if I'm maybe in a party, if I'm like really having fun, then if I see a really like a good-looking guy, sorry, I'm very superficial. Like if I see if I just see one good-looking guy, I'll be like trying to, just look at him for a bit and then smile. and then he will probably come and 搭讪 me, okay. Yeah.
So you don't 搭讪, but you try to attract the 搭讪.
Yes, because I don't want it to take the first move, but I kind of took the first move. But yeah, secretly, yes.
Like in China, we even have like a term called PUA, pickup artist. They're called artists because they're well trained for this, very observant of like women around and like what type of guys they probably like. And one pickup line I've heard is like, oh, you're a little bit too much today. And then what? Oh, you're a little bit too much beautiful. Like, this kind of thing. Yeah.
Wow, does it work?
I don't know. Yeah.
Can you say it in Chinese, just in case if someone,
Okay. 你今天有一点过分。你今天过分美丽。美丽 means, 漂亮。Pretty, yeah.
So if a guy is going to 搭讪 you, what's the perfect thing for him to say to you?
I want him to say, 你笑起来很好看. Like I think that's the pickup line for me. Yes. Okay, now let's move on to the next sentence. Is this?
怎么称呼?
Okay.
So 怎么称呼 literally means 怎么 means how.
Yes.
And 称呼 means like address someone.
It's normally that we use it in very formal occasions, I guess. If I'm at a business meeting and I wanted to ask someone like, oh, how can I address you? How should I call you? And then I would say, oh, 怎么称呼? Like if you just meet someone in a very casual occasions, I'd probably just say, 你叫什么?
In a Chinese context, maybe a lot of like ladies, they're not comfortable because like we're just kind of, we just met and how would I tell your name and everything. So that's a bit like personal. So they wouldn't even tell you, or maybe they would just say like their English name or just like or they maybe just not tell you. Well, depends on how it goes.
So you mean that for ladies, they consider the name like very private information?
Wouldn't private, just like say we're still like, not know each other very well. Yeah, we're strangers, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In China, if you go to like some restaurants, we would probably just go to the waiter or waitress, be like, 美女,帅哥, like that, right? So when you first meet like a lady, or yes, do you just call them 美女 in English?
No, in English that would be very forward.
Very
So
forward?
it's like, hey, beautiful lady.
Is that rude? No, you can't do
it would be rude.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? In China, people love, like most of the female loves when someone telling them like, oh, you're so pretty, you are a 美女. But why it is so different in Western?
If I call you beautiful woman, I'm only focusing on your beauty and maybe not you as a whole person.
Yeah. So if you want to know that person, specific person more deeply, so you would definitely ask for contacts, right?
Yeah.
And what do you guys do in West?
In the States, you would ask for their phone number.
Before, when I was dating, the phone numbers were beginning by 0 and 6. Can I have your, or 6 is like, can I have your number?
Oh, wow.
So in China that we would probably just ask you, do you want to add my WeChat?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
加微信. When you both add each other WeChat, which basically means that you will share your personal life to each other, right? Because in WeChat we post like pictures in the moment.
In the States, it's very separate. Like you're just giving your phone number, so it's just really for texting and calling. It's completely separate from social media. But also, I think in the States it would be common for as soon as you meet someone, if you gave them their number, you're probably both going to look each other up on social media anyway.
In China, if you're asking, like, hey, can I have your number? That's a bit strange because nowadays there are probably 2 types of guys who can reach you through your number. One is probably, like the delivery man, and the other might be, like the spam, like the telemarketing, hey, do you want to buy a house? Hey, we have this insurance, yeah.
So today we learned a few sentences and vocabulary. For example, the first important one is 一见钟情.
我的爸爸和妈妈一见钟情.
And then, we 搭讪.
今天很多人找我搭讪。
搭讪.
And then we will ask someone's like, how should I call you? 怎么称呼?
Okay, 你好，怎么称呼?
Good.
Ha,
Yeah.
thank you.
And then the last one, important one, 加微信.
可以加微信吗？
可以。
可以。
Yeah.
I just learned Kiwi
可以。
this morning.
Oh, wow. Good, good.